Whew. Fresh water. The source of life. Cheers to you. My friend, welcome back. This is Munson with Heal. Hydration is essential to your life. This is the source of life. Everything in the world is connected through the body of water. 70% of this earth, the planet that we live on, is made of water. 70% of our bodies are water. I've even heard and read that when we are born, 99% of us as little babies is water. And when we die, we get old, we shrink up, only 50% of our body is actually water. To me, that would make it feel like if I stayed more hydrated, I would have a longer, more vital life. I want to flow like H2O. Say that with me. I want to flow like H2O. Hawaii is a great place where I live because we have a good flow of water. You can almost drink this tap water without having to worry about everything in it, like the fluoride, the charcoal. Now, I'm not saying that this is the ultimate best source of water, because your source of water is very important. Water, in fact, has become one of the most complicated things that I've ever looked into. Something so simple that we should have in our body every day, throughout the day, abundantly, is a very complicated subject. Water in some places is tainted. It isn't very pure at all. It has a lot of stuff in it that we shouldn't put in our bodies. And water sometimes is misunderstood. We believe it's just a drink during the day, or just a little bit of hydration to get us through. No, you need the right amount of water. Because see, water either makes you very cringed up, tight, stiff, headache, nausea, achy, can't sleep, snoring at night, confusion, or it creates clarity, freedom, the flow of life, abundance. It's water. And I want to flow like H2O. Water is powerful. Here we are at the ocean. Water is adaptable. It is able to adapt to anything. When you turn it on, it just hits the water and begins to flow, and it adapts to the little crevices. It goes over and connects with the water. If I put it into my glass, it will overflow. Flow like water. Be shapeless, formless. I need you to hydrate, and I need you to hydrate heavily. Without hydration, the rest of the body map is irrelevant. What you're eating, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, you need hydration heavily. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Now, as I said, it's a very complicated subject. So within the water, I want you to make sure that you're doing things specifically. First of all, each day, get enough water. How much water is enough, Stephen? Well, I've heard many things. First, the common thing is half your body weight in ounces. So if I do half my body weight in ounces, how much water is that? If I weigh 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces per day. But I want you to keep in mind something very important, that we lose water every day. Water goes out of our bodies each and every day. It's natural, it's healthy. You want water to come out of you. You want to sweat, you want to perspire, you want to be able to use the bathroom, you want to breathe. Take a deep breath with me. And when you breathe, I want you to breathe in through your nose or mouth, filling up your diaphragm, your stomach, expanding it out, holding that fresh oxygen, and then slowly releasing it. Let's do one more breath. When you properly breathe, you should feel tingling on your arms and out through. And you're breathing properly. Breath. And then perspiration. You should naturally perspire each and every day. So through the 4 P's, you're going to lose water. At least drink half your body weight in ounces. I like to go ahead and do something like this, and I got a jug. So each day I'm able to fill up my jug first thing in the morning. This is a half-gallon jug. So I'll fill it up first thing in the morning, and I'll come in, and I have 2 glasses here, you can see. Some are into the really big glass. Big glass of water. I personally like to have 4 16-ounce glasses of water before I go propelling into my day. I've read in Chinese medicine that that's what they'll do. I've also read that it increases your energy level, your clarity, your ability to have ideas, to make you feel well so you can flow like water. So maybe you want a big glass. Now, there's a lot of different things you can do, but I recommend you get yourself a glass container that you can store your water in, and then you can be able to keep track of how much you're drinking. Whether you have a big glass or a little glass, it's just hydration. It's needed daily throughout the day. Remember, it eliminates pain in your body. If you're full of pain and you're aching, it helps eliminate that pain. So when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling achy and full of pain, it's because you're not hydrated properly. It also helps clear digestion. It helps get your body moving in the way you want. So if you want to shed excess weight, hydration is a very important aspect of that. Clears up your mind and puts you on the road to abundance. Now, once you have a jug and you've established how much you're going to drink each day, then it's to your source of water. There's 2 main sources of water that I would completely recommend. That is distilled water and spring water. So distilled water, if you think about this, what distilled water is, it's basically pure oxygen and hydrogen. You can get a water distiller. They're not really inexpensive, but they're not expensive if you're talking about buying bottled water, or if you're talking about drinking out of the tap in an area where your water is contaminated. It is contaminated in many places. I've even heard that people have put stuff in our water to dumb us down. Well, we are at a higher level of consciousness, and we are not getting dumbed down. We're going to get a good source of water. Don't you agree? Let's do that. The other is spring water, and how I can explain spring water is when it rains, the creeks and the streams basically all on the surface. The water goes down through the surface, okay? It goes into the soil, and then it rises back up through the rocks, and then all of a sudden to the surface again. That's spring water. If you were to go up to a puddle and drink just like this, a little puddle in there, and you get that spring water, there's nothing better, because it has all that minerals and nutrients that we need in our water. Spring water. I want you to try to get distilled or spring water into your life. A pure source of water. My brother Paul was saying, this is the most important subject we have. Vince, working on this, said this is the most important topic that we have. Water, hydration. Getting a glass jug, getting a good source of water is very important to you. This is a lot of water. If you're getting it out of the tap, you might need to add some things or take some things away from it. We're not going to get too deep on that because we could go down a big rabbit hole. I'll put any suggestions below the video. But I like to take lemon or wild orange. Like my dad, he likes to use essential oils and put them right into his water first thing in the morning to help him get alkalized and energized and to feel alive. I mean, that just makes you feel good. I'm alkalized, I'm energized. I feel alive because I'm drinking water. So warm water in the morning. Have a good jug. Know where you're going to buy your source of water. And then remember the pain and pleasure aspect associated with water. If you're dehydrated, you're facing pain. You're not happy. You are frustrated. You are angry. You are short-tempered. You have cramps. Muscles are sore. I can't sleep good at night. I'm waking myself up because I'm snoring. You're probably dehydrated. That's it. Soda pops, lots of heavy drinks with all sorts of stuff in them. They are not a good source of water. You have to just drink pure water each day. Hydration creates clarity. I have a clear mind. I feel open. I feel more at ease, less frustration, more relaxation. How do you know the difference of when you're hydrated and you're dehydrated? Well, you can see it a lot. If you're hydrated, you can look in the mirror, you can see your skin will be shining, your hair will be shining. You'll feel more vibrant. You'll feel more energized. But there's a good way, and through your urine, when you're going pee-pee, you can be able to take a look at it. If it's yellow, you are dehydrated. I remember once I went to the Mason-Dixon basketball camp, very serious basketball camp when I was young. And the head guy, the first day, he said, now listen, I want you to make sure that if your pee is yellow, you have not drinking enough water, get water immediately. And it was like loud and rumbling across this arena. Drink water. This is the most important part of our lives. Of everything that we do every day, this is it right here, water. It is the source of life. Plants do not grow without water. Animals do not survive without water. We can survive 30 days or so without food, but only a couple days without water. I want you to get filled with water like never before. I want you to flow like water, and I want to flow like H2O. It is time, it's time to heal. Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day. My friend, it's all on you.